Okay, friends, so in today's video, we are going to create some really cute decorative fall pillows. I'm going to start by using some dish towels. So the first dish towel came from a cute little primitive store that I have up here where I live. This particular dish towel was $8. It's decorative. The fabric is very thick. I've had it for a while and I just felt like it was too cute to be in a drawer. And so I was going through my dish towels the other day and I just said, you know what? I'm going to create some cute pillows with these and get them out of the drawer. So I'm going to create our top seam just by doing what you saw me do there. I made sure that our dish towel was folded evenly in half. I opened it up and right on the crease from where we folded it in half, we are going to create our seam just by putting some hot glue inside of it, pushing it down just like you see me do there. And that's how we are creating our seam. We have the other seams already made for us, but with a dish towel, you have to create the top seam yourself just by folding it over in half and then putting hot glue inside of it along the crease, just like you saw us do. So now we're just going to go and we're going to add some hot glue to the sides there. Now, I'm going to tell you, I should be wearing my finger protectors. I am not wearing my finger protectors, but I encourage you to do so because I do not want your fingers getting burned. I feel like I've just been crafting for so long, friends. I've burned my fingers so many times. It just doesn't really hurt anymore. But I don't want that to happen to you. So I do recommend you getting some finger protectors, and you can find them at Dollar Tree. They come in pink. That's the color I've seen, and they do work very, very well. So just putting that out there for you. Safety first. Always, always safety first. So now we have our seams created, friends. And so this is just an old outdoor pillow. I don't use it anymore. It was an old pillow. It had some mud stains on it. I do have dogs, but I kept the fluff to create these pillows. And do you see the top seam that we created? You'll see in just a moment. See, that is why we put the hot glue on the inside of the dish towel along the seam we made when we folded it over. That's why we want that top seam, just letting you know that. So don't overstuff, but you do want to make them fluffy, and you do want to make sure that you push your stuffing into the corners. Make sure you get your corners. And if you hear the barking, I apologize. That is Gracie and Puka. The mailman is making his rounds and they are serenading him like they do every day. So if you've seen any of my past videos, you know that Gracie and Puka have a love-hate relationship with the mailman. So now we're going to seal our bottom edge there. Going to add a little bit more fluff. We want them to be floofy. We don't want them overstuffed, but we do want them to be nice and firm and floofy. So really quick, guys, I want to say thank you to all of our new subscribers. I am just over the moon at all of the new subscribers we have gotten, friends. Thank you so, so much. Welcome to Holly's Humble Home. I hope you like it here. I know I am happy to have you. I just feel so humbled. I really do, that you guys have all joined my channel. Thank you so, so very, very much. So back to our pillow. We're just adding some hot glue to the bottom now. And we're just going in small sections because we want to make sure that our stuffing stays inside our pillow. We don't want our stuffing coming out of our seams, so we have to push our stuffing inward and then hot glue our seam together. We want to have a nice, clean, flush seam on all sides. Now, friends, I'm going to embellish this pillow, but you don't have to. You can just create the pillow just like you see there and leave it the way it is. Now, I did do some embellishments because I just like to give you the ideas, or you can just leave them plain. But see how our seams are nice and flush. There's no stuffing coming out. There's no hot glue coming out. And again, that's why I do recommend you using the finger protectors. But that's how it turned out. How cute. Now we're going to do our happy dance. Happy dance. Happy dance. Okay, so happy dance over. Now we're going to embellish. And those are just some remnants of some homespun fabric and just some shoestring twine there. We're just going to create a cute little shoestring bow and then just add a little homespun because this is a little primitive pillow. So I feel like when you work with primitive, you got to have a little homespun. And speaking of primitive, I really want to give a shout out to Shelly from Repurposed My Way. She has a wonderful channel. It's called Repurposed My Way. Her name is Shelly, and she has really been very helpful to me in helping me get my channel going. And so, Shelly, I just want to say thank you so, so much. And guys, if you haven't checked out Shelly's channel, I really want to encourage you to do so. Shelly is a great person. I really, really am just so appreciative of her, and I love watching her channel. So I just want to give a shout out to Shelly. So I just like to trim some of the stragglers on my homespun ribbon, guys. I like it to be a little, I like my homespun ribbon bows to be a little straggly, but just not too much. Just not too much. A little bit's good. Too much, I don't know. So we're just going to hot glue it on there. And guys, I am using hot glue because this is just a decorative pillow. But if you want to use some pillows that you can use for function, whether they be on your sofa, on your bed, your child's bed, I do recommend that you go back and you sew, okay? So you can get them started by using hot glue, but I do recommend that you go back and stitch because that will reinforce them. That's if you want them to be functional. Now, if you're just making them for decorative purpose, you can actually, just go back and stitch them as well. Absolutely, you can. I'm just using hot glue. Mine are going to be decorative. I don't have any little ones in my home, so hot glue works for me. Now, with the hot glue, I have to tell you, I have created several of these pillows over the years just using hot glue, and I have had no issues, okay? They have not fallen apart. The hot glue does hold up very well, but do not put them in the dryer, okay? I have thrown my decorative pillows that I have made into the washer on delicate. Hold on. There we go. How cute is that? That's how it turned out, friends. I love that. Now, I have put them into the washer on delicate. Don't put them in the dryer. That's all I'm saying. So moving on to our next pillow. It says, I love puppies and pumpkin spice lattes. That had just been a simple little grocery bag. Now, guys, you can use your fabric grocery bags to create some really fun, pretty pillows, okay? You only have to hot glue or sew the top of them. The other seams are done for you. So how wonderful is that? So go through any of your fabric grocery bags or any of your old fabric purses, and you can create some really fun pillows with them as well. Now, really quick, back to the dryer, okay? If you're just using hot glue, or if you're using hot glue at all, do not put the pillows in the dryer. I have thrown mine into the washer on delicate and they get nice and clean, but then I hang them up to dry because the hot glue will melt in your dryer and your pillow can fall apart. Just letting you know that. Hang them up to dry if you use hot glue. So just making a simple little rag bow, really quick and easy, just 2 pieces of scrap ribbon tied with some twine. We tied the legs around it, hot glued it, and now we're just hot gluing it to our little pillow here. And this is just another decorative pillow that I am making, guys. And I think it turned out really cute. And I like to give you guys ideas for all different kinds of bows you can make. I know I've told you in a few of my videos, my grandmother had rheumatoid arthritis and she could not tie things. She had a very, very hard time with her fingers. So I do like to show you different ways. You can just cut some fabric. You can some fabric ribbon, some ribbon for your bows. You can dovetail your ends and you can just take some twine, one tie, wrap them in the middle, hot glue it just like you saw us do. We put a little button on there too, because I had another little button and I love buttons. But you can just make a really easy, simple ribbon for your projects, friends. If tying bows is just not something that is feasible for you, I just like to give you ideas. Now that is another dish towel that we're using, guys, and that came from Hobby Lobby, and I have used it in the past, but again, I thought it was just so cute that I said to myself, I don't want it sitting in a drawer. So I want to take it out and I want to just create a cute little decorative fall pillow with it. So we're just creating our top seam, just like we did with our first pillow. And now we're just pushing it down. We're creating the top seam just like you see there. And we're doing the exact same process that we did with our first pillow. But I thought this was so cute, friends, and I love the pups. You know I'm a dog mom. I love the pups. And I just said, you know what? I need to bring that out of the drawer. So that is why I decided to just make some cute, fun, decorative pillows. So we're just hot gluing our seams together. And again, I should be wearing finger protectors, but I'm not. So, moving on. But I thought that was just such a cute dish towel, friends. And you know what? I could just use it as a dish towel, but it's just too cute. So I just decided, let's make some cute little pillows. And I love the pups with their little hats on, and some of them have glasses and some of them have little scarves on. And I just said, I love that too much. I just love it too much. I'm going to bring it out. So we got our 3 seams done. And now we're going to add our pillow fluff. Friends, I also wanted to tell you now, you can buy pillow fluff or pillow stuffing from the craft store. You can get it from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I do recommend you wait till it goes on sale. I always buy everything on sale. If you can't do that, or if they just aren't going on sale for a while, you can go to Goodwill, buy some old pillows from Goodwill, wash them, open up one of the seams, and you've got some stuffing. And so we have our pillow done just like we did with the first one. And I just took some ribbon from my craft stash. I just tied a simple shoelace bow. And now I am just going to hot glue him to this little pillow here as well. Now, friends, Hobby Lobby has placemats, Dollar Tree has placemats. You might have some old placemats that you're not using. You can absolutely create some cute pillows using placemats just by hot gluing the seams together, just like you've seen us do. And I say us and we because I feel like we're all doing this together. You know, here at Holly's Humble Home, all of my subscribers, I don't craft alone, friends. I craft with you guys. So that's why I speak in plural. That's why I say us and we. Just in case you were confused, I just wanted to explain that. But just like you saw us do with our pillows that we've created thus far, you can do the same thing with placemats. Look how cute that is. Just a simple bow. I love that. Oh my goodness. And how well does that color go? But you can also use, just like right here, you can also use some dinner napkins. Hobby Lobby has packs of fall dinner napkins, and they are 40% off because all of Hobby Lobby's fall decor is 40% off, friends. So we're just doing the exact same thing, but we're going to be hot gluing all 4 sides of our pillow here. We've got 3 done. So now we're going to add in the rest of the stuffing from that pillow. So guys, that was an old outdoor pillow, and just using the fluff, the stuffing from an old outdoor pillow, we created 4 pillows. So that's pretty cool. I'm very happy about that. So again, we're going to close it. We didn't overstuff, but we made sure it was nice and fluffy and firm, and we pushed our stuffing up into the corners. But don't overstuff because we don't want to bust our seams. But those are just Hobby Lobby dinner napkins. Now, again, guys, you can get a pack of the Hobby Lobby dinner napkins. I think they come in packs of 6 or 8, and you can create either 3 or 4 pillows, just like you see us doing here. You can sew them together. You can even use the fabric strips. What is that called? It is for fabric. It is strips, and you iron them. You can use that as well. Go into the fabric or the sewing section of your craft store. You can use hot glue. You can stitch them together, or you can use the fabric iron-on stitching that you just iron your seams together with an iron. So just letting you guys know that. Wiping away any excess glue that comes out, just wipe that away. That's why I do recommend finger protectors. But look how cute. You can make some really inexpensive, high-end looking pillows just by using dinner napkins. So this is the first 3 that we did, guys. How cute did they turn out? I love making these decorative pillows. Very cute, very inexpensive, friends. Oh my goodness, so inexpensive. And the possibilities are endless because dish towels are very inexpensive. They have all different kinds of fun, pretty prints on them. You can make some really beautiful, personalized pillows for your home for so much less. So I just hope I give you the idea. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, I would love for you to like and subscribe. I would love to keep growing our family. I think we have a wonderful community here. Such nice people. Always say something positive in the comments. I am just very, very grateful and blessed to have you guys. So I just want to tell you, I cannot thank you enough. So this is how I have them in my living room, just showing you. That's just an old bucket I had. I filled it with some birch branches and some twinkle lights. I've got a couple of the pillows we made there on an old chair. That was an old chair, guys, that would, again, it was going to be thrown out into the trash. I just spray painted it. And brought it into my house. And how pretty did our pillows turn out? Friends, you can really have a beautiful home for so inexpensive, and I just hope I give you the idea. is the pillow we created with the dinner napkins that's on my bed. It goes so well in my bedroom. I think it's so beautiful. And then we just have another little pillow that we created and we put with it. This was just so fun to do, friends. I love creating and upcycling and repurposing. Now that is our precious new little kitty cat. That is Miss Charlotte. Now we rescued her off the street and look at how sweet she is. Hey there, Char. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.